Hey y'all, it's Michael and it's Vlogmas Day 24, and today on this wet, gloomy day, it's really gloomy right now. I just wanted to come and do my last Vlogmas video. And today, this is gonna be more of like a reflexive video than anything. It won't be book related or whatnot. Usually the way my family celebrates Christmas is that we'll have like our family dinner on Christmas Eve, and as it gets to 12:01, so like it's about to hit midnight after, now he's gonna smell like a wet dog. Afterwards, the kids open up their presents. So since we're gonna be all together, this is when we exchange gifts and whatnot. I was thinking about doing, maybe I'll be vlogging it, because first off, it'll be the first time in 4K, so that's like a first. But they're usually really fun, just food, waiting till 12, which is getting harder and harder every year for some odd reason, because it seems as though like my bedtime now is like at 9. These early shifts recently, I was getting used to it, right? I was getting used to it. But then like today's shift, I was just like, I'm like, oh my god, please. Like yesterday I was like, okay, I got this. But then today's shift was just not, it was, I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty rough. Waking up. I'm always excited to do these daily vlogging videos because they're just always so much fun. Since I am switching to 4K with this camera right here, I actually this is like randomly just like stuff spinning in my head right now. I randomly was just like, how can I incorporate like shorter video recording time with talking about more books? And then I thought about it, and this year I started doing like reviews or like book thoughts in like groups, like books with my short story collections. I did it in groups of 2, so like it would be 2 short story collections after one another. And I think I'm gonna start doing that because it's gonna give me like a strict timeline, because you can't record that long with this 4K camera, because it's gonna overheat, as you can tell. Like I always feel like there's a lot more cuts and a lot more edits when I'm doing these 4Ks, and a lot more pauses, just because they don't last like they don't, I can't record for a long amount of time. This has a 5-minute time limit, so I can't record past that. So I thought, I was like, what, I might start doing that. So while I'm not gonna continue Vlogmas after this, you're gonna see probably some videos from me about the last few books that I have read recently, and I'm gonna do them in chunks, most likely like in groups of 2, like my 2 short story collections that I just recently finished, and then like two of the young adult books that I read for my book club, and then 2 books that I just like recently finished, like that type of thing. And the great thing about doing that, I was thinking, is that not only will it cut down on the time and with this 4K camera, it's also gonna cut down on having me to do a monthly wrap-up, because usually my monthly wrap-ups are incredibly long, except for November. There was literally like only 1 book, and that was like 4321 that I really just wanted to talk about. Without me having to edit a long wrap-up, it'll just be like, go check out these videos, that type of thing. Let me talk about doing daily videos. I always enjoy these, as you can tell. I'm finding like that's my groove. I really enjoy filming and producing, editing, uploading every single day. And something about it, I get this rush similar to when I take a photo. Me and my coworkers were talking about this because he did a photo shoot recently, and then he was like, I was like, oh, how was the photos? And he's like, well, and I was like, yeah, see, that's already an automatic like apprehension, because me and him were talking about like when we get that one photo, like that just like you only need one. When you get that one photo and you feel this rush, this like adrenaline, this high of like, oh my gosh, this is a beautiful photo. This is a beautiful picture. I get that high, like I get that feeling of happiness and elation when I'm doing these, like constantly filming, constantly uploading. And while it does strain on you a little bit, especially as you notice, these last few videos that I have shot in 4K, they take longer than I anticipated. While the editing is fun, but I'm not gonna lie, the outcome of the videos, it's worth it. It's so worth it. And while it takes hours to render and edit these videos, these 4Ks, like it takes 4 times as long. It's so worth it in the end. I think it's like it's worth it because the final product is beautiful. Because right now you can't even tell right now, but like when I say it's really dark outside, I mean it's pretty gloomy right now. You might see more betas, more vlogtimbers, more vlogmas. What else? The beta that is in August instead of April. Let me know how your experience was with Vlogmas, either you watching it or producing content for it. I'm really excited for 2018. I think it's gonna be a great reading year, and I think it's gonna be like even a more just better 2017 in general. I think it's also reading perspective wise for me anyways. I think it's just gonna be a better year in regards to, because in retrospective, I think 2017 was a good year for me in regards to me figuring out my I wouldn't say how to read, but my my schedule, my how I put in time to read. Because this year I felt as though like it really did change, and I think that's what threw me off a bit, is that like life basically it was like me having to babysit really did change the way I had to read, and so I think that was like a really good insight and like a really good change. So yeah, let me know how your holidays were. Yeah, leave a comment down below how watching all of these Vlogmas videos, and until then, I'll see you guys in my next video. Goodbye!